Want to enjoy an overnight stay at Baltimore's Inner Harbor and receive 2 tickets to an Orioles game? For your chance, play Strike It Rich scratch-offs from the Maryland Lottery and enter your non-winning tickets online by June 5th at 9 a.m. at mdlottery.com/strikeitrich. Welcome back to Inside PressBox. The month of June is sure to be big time for gaming in Maryland as the casino at Arundel Mills Mall opens its doors this coming Wednesday. Joining me now is a man who's been following the story very closely at marylandgaming.net and just personally, my good friend Bill Ordine. And Bill, you got the advanced media preview walkthrough of the facility. Impressive?
Very impressive. I have said, and you will see on our website on Maryland Gaming, there's not another casino like it anywhere, predicated on a few things. The technology of the table games, the way this casino presents those table games, and the scale of this casino all make it pretty special and pretty much a one-of-a-kind.
And the details are up right now on our site, marylandgaming.net, that we're working together with you on. When you say not another one like it, I mean, you're talking Vegas, you're talking Missouri, you're talking anywhere.
I'm talking about anywhere perhaps in the world. And basically what I'm talking about is convergence of the type of technology they're using to approximate live table games. And then the next level they go to engage the customer, to engage the gambler. There are virtual table games in other places, not quite like these. And very, very few places, if any, are using live personnel as not really dealers, but as hosts and hostesses to explain to the players how to play the games and to keep the players engaged.
The explanation part of it, how much do you think that can help the bottom line, both to Maryland Live and ultimately to the state? Because I find the older I got and the less involved in gaming I was, the more I was intimidated by the rules and knowing what to do.
In my opinion, and I've been doing this a long time, as you know, Stan, and looked at a lot of casinos, hundreds of casinos, that the intimidation factor is a big one. And now at Maryland Live, there will be the added issue of intimidation coming from technology.
Right.
And all of these games appear to be pretty intuitive. And I mean, the instructions and guiding you through the layout seems to be pretty helpful. They're going to have folks on hand to explain to the customers and bring the customers in and make the customers feel comfortable and have the customers have fun while they're learning the games.
How does that impact the players that don't need that instruction and that help? In other words, are there going to be beginners tables, or is that ultimately where the $5 tables are as opposed to the $100 tables?
This is the interesting thing about that, Stan, and kind of the genius to the system. Everyone has their own individual gaming station. So folks who may need more help and they miss a couple of spins of the roulette wheel, or they miss a couple of tumbles of the craps dice, well, they're missing those turns, but they're learning. Meanwhile, that player who understands roulette and craps and blackjack, pie gow poker, 3-card poker, all those good games, that person can play as fast as the game allows them to play. They don't have to be held back by the other people not knowing the rules. And the other person doesn't have to feel badly that they're holding the game up.
Yeah, that's what I always did when I didn't understand something.
And then, that person who doesn't quite, have the feel of it, that person, a casino host can take some time with that person.
How much of the perception that people love to play slot machines is just simply based on the fact that an idiot can play slot machines and know the rules? In other words, there's nothing to be afraid of there.
Well, there certainly is a great deal to that insofar as that the slot machine doesn't...
I had a pet monkey that once played the slot machine.
But of course, the slot machines have gotten quite sophisticated now.
There's no question.
They've been driven by video games, actually. And you play a slot machine now, and it has lots of the ambiance of a sophisticated
pinball machine.
Yeah, video game, actually, that you play at home. And with special bonus rounds and that sort of thing. So those were meant to be more entertaining by adding that video game element to them.
All right. I'm really excited to see it. We get to go in for a special VIP opening, but it opens 10 p.m. June the 6th.
Yep,
okay, that's right after that. Okay, right after the VIP treatment that we're going to get there. Let's move to something else right now. Governor Christie in New Jersey just recently has said, "Hey, bring it on. We're going to start to allow wagering on professional sports.
Right.
Go ahead and sue us if you want."
Right.
I mean, he's really taken this.
Yeah, he is really laying this at the doorstep of the federal government, and we don't have the time to discuss how all this has come to be. But there is a federal ban on sports wagering in all but 4 states in the country. Nevada is the one that everyone understands has sports wagering, and Delaware does in terms of parlay cards. And the New Jersey casinos need revenue, and that governor has said sports wagering is
the next big thing.
Is the next big thing for them. So they're going to go ahead and do it and just challenge the federal government to shut it down. They're saying, we're not going to go to court and sue the feds. We're just going to do it. And let the feds come and see if they can stop us.
All right, we're going to follow that closely on MarylandGaming.net. One last thing, as the legislature closes this year, it looks like Governor O'Malley may not sign it into law, but it's been passed, and if he doesn't veto it, fantasy gaming, fantasy sports will be legal in the state of Maryland.
Yeah, well, and we're talking about fantasy sports, the fantasy sports that everyone is sort of familiar with. And it's simply this, that the General Assembly has passed it. It's assumed that the governor is not going to veto that. And soon you'll be able to collect prizes on your fantasy sports leagues here in Maryland.
Bill Ordine, MarylandGaming.net. You can check it out. It's part of PressBox. Bill Ordine is really powering it, and we thank him for coming in again.
Great being here, Stan.
Next up, we'll tell you how you can play golf with Ladarius Webb and other sports boosters, so don't go away. That's next. Inside PressBox is presented by Friedmont Mortgage. Don't make a 30-year mistake by choosing the wrong lender. Go to Friedmont.com now for all of your mortgage needs.